coaches live at the Oklahoma Coaches Association Clinic. I was always just called it the Coaches Clinic.
Yes.
But I guess the official name is Oklahoma Coaches Association Clinic. I'm joined today at this time by a person that I've talked to. I think you've been on the podcast twice,
I think so, yes.
Okay. Well, just introduction. Jennifer Douglas, the back-to-back state champion. 5A, correct?
Yes.
5A state champion coach. It feels like I've watched you grow up.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense because it's like I talked to you when you were trying to get over the hump, and then I talked to you after you got over the hump. It's just kind of cool, kind of full circle.
For sure.
Now, do you have any girls playing in the game this week?
Yes, I have two girls. I have Lily Thomas, who's going to go to Missouri Southern. She's our 6-footer, so she's our big. And then I have Emery Elizondo. She's one of our guards, and she's going to Cameron.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I've noticed being up here up front, it's like I guess people think I'm like the registration or whatever.
They come and ask you, where do I go? What do I do?
So I've been seeing some of the girls come in. It's really pretty cool. And kids are getting huge.
They are.
Just tall. I mean, there's been so many tall girls. I've been like, I've never seen so many tall girls in a while. How's the work been this summer going towards number 3?
Difficult. I think which a lot of people know that we graduated a lot. Obviously, we graduated 4 out of 5 starters, and then one of our girls that comes in off the bench. So if you really think about it, we graduated 5 out of our top 7. So we're missing quite a bit. So people always want to say, like rebuilding year or things of that nature, but most of our girls are juniors and seniors, so they've been in the program quite a while. So they know what we do, we know the expectations, and so we just got to get them ready and prepared to compete because they haven't been under those lights, and so I mean they've been on the side and they see what it takes. So I think that they're willing to work and they're hungry. It's just a matter of getting them out there and getting that experience.
Do you think like your girls, or do you think your program's to the point where the girls almost expect to win?
Yes.
I mean, you think that's kind of... I was talking to Coach Beller from Washington yesterday, and he's been to 6 straight state championships and won 3 in a row.
Right.
And I've always kind of wondered, like, there's got to be something that kind of clicks in kids. It's like, hey, we know how to do this, we're going to do this. And you kind of see like your girls have kind of moved towards that?
I think this summer was kind of like an eye-opening experience for our girls because I think they felt like whenever they came in that obviously they're going to get playing time because it's their time to step in, but I think they expected it to be easier than what it is, and so they were expecting to win because that's what we do. However, they didn't realize how hard it is to win, and so I think that it was kind of like an eye-opening experience that everybody wants to beat you, everybody has El Reno on their schedule, like they're going to give you their best game, whether it's summer, whether it's a scrimmage, whether it's a real game, and so they just have to realize like everybody wants you, and no matter where you're at, like you have to show up ready to play.
Yeah. Now, are you coaching this week?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, I knew you were last week. So.
Yes.
Is this your first time coaching?
Yeah. So I've coached for OGBCA one time, but this is my first time for OCA.
Excited about it?
Oh yeah, I'm really excited. Like I feel like it's an honor.
Oh yeah, absolutely. If it's like other games, you don't have to do a lot of coaching, and it's just more of an honor, and it's just kind of fun to be involved with it.
Agreed.
When you come up here how long have you been coming to the Coaches Clinic?
Let's see. So this is my 10th year at El Reno, 11. So this is probably like my 11th year. Whenever I was at US Grant, I think I came up once or twice. I think just once. The first year that I coached, I don't think I came. And then I came that second year. I kind of met Katie Bass and her dad, Paul, and so I came with them. And then after that, like I've just been coming up, and a lot of, especially on like the days that they have the girls basketball game, they have our OGBCA meeting, and so I'm a board member, so it's important that we go to those meetings, and I'm there to vote and things of that nature.
Have you kind of gotten to the point whenever you come up here, do you kind of look for speakers or sessions that have to do more with not necessarily X's and O's, but I guess what I'm asking, what do you kind of look for in a session when you come up here?
Well, first I look at who's speaking and where they coach, and if because college coaches around here, or the guy today, Hankins, he used to coach college around here, but now he's in the NBA and the G League. So those are all people that you might not be able to like implement their sets or like their X's and O's, but there's always going to be like tidbit of information that you can change, or you can use this for practice and things like that. Like yesterday, Kale Simon talked, and he stepped in for I think the Lincoln Christian Melody. He stepped in for her, and he, even him, like I've coached with him, but still, like I took tidbits of from his conversation. I was like, oh, I like this, so I'm gonna write this down. So I mean, I just enjoy listening to coaches. It gives me like a renewed spirit, like a fire, like, oh, I'm excited to get this year going. And so that's what like I think coaches or at least me, like I kind of get like this like schedule, like where I'm doing the same thing over and over, and you're like, man, like this is boring. But then like you come here and then you listen to people speak, and you're like, oh, I'm excited for the season. I'm gonna do this, so on and so forth. So.
Yeah, it is kind of a re-energizing thing. I know just from sitting here, and I don't know if you've seen any of this, but I've talked about it over and over with different coaches. You can just feel the energy down here.
Right.
I mean, you can feel the energy because it's getting hotter, but also, I mean, you can just tell everybody's just in a good mood.
Yes.
And to me, that's the biggest part of what I forgot about the coaches' clinic's all about.
Yes,
I mean,
100%.
the speakers are great, but all this
the
stuff.
camaraderie of like just coaches talking and just talking about summer and talking about like the future plans for what is your team going to look like, how are you going to do this, and things of that nature. So it's exciting, like just being able to have this time with the people with that you're coaching with, and you see all the time, like getting to know them on a personal level.
Have you been fortunate to be a speaker here? To be like one of the speakers?
So I was asked, whenever you win a state championship, you're asked to speak.
Yeah.
I did not speak last year, and I didn't speak this year. I know. Like I kind of just look at myself as like the normal like Joe. Like I'm just like I just do things.
I guarantee you there'd be people up front.
That's
what you doing?
Listen, yesterday afterwards, they were like, "Why did you not speak?" And I was like, "I didn't think you guys would want to hear me speak. Like I don't." And then they're like, "Oh, we would be in here." And then there was like two other people. They're like, "Why did you not speak? We wanted to listen to you." I'm like, "Why?" Like because I don't see myself like that.
You're not one of those that's like scared of public speaking.
No.
Okay. Right.
But I did tell my assistant. I told Prince last night. I really think that eventually, like whenever I get older, like I may regret that I did not speak. Like I definitely should have. So if you're a younger coach and you get the opportunity, do it. Like please do it.
Even if it's not a thing that you're comfortable with.
Right.
Someone wants to hear what you got to say.
I agree. You're right.
Now I know you're busy. Before I let you go, yesterday I asked people like a Mount Rushmore question.
Okay.
But I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to give you a choice.
Okay.
You pick number 1 or number 2 that you're going to get to see what it is. 1 or 2? 2. Okay. Who is an athlete or a coach that you looked up to when you were younger?
The person that inspired me to be a coach is Candy Hunt.
Okay.
So she was my softball coach at Lexington, and then she was an assistant on the basketball team, the coaching staff. And she definitely taught me a lot about coaching. She taught me a lot about building relationships with kids, and but also not just building relationships with kids, but holding them accountable, and then making sure that they rise to a standard of excellence that that they can perform. And I think that she also showed me that there's levels to it. There's some kids on your team that can rise to this level, and you're going to hold them to that standard. But then there's some other kids on there that are not as talented, but they're going to be able to give this 100% to the team. And so everybody is held to a standard, but it's their own standard, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
And so I definitely learned that from her. She gave me my first coaching job at US Grant. She was the AD there. And then she's now the principal at Western Heights. But she's definitely the person that inspired me to coach, because I didn't get into this to coach. I was an elementary teacher. And so without her, I wouldn't be here.
See, that's a perfect. You could have used that at the beginning of your speech.
I know.
Well, Coach, thanks for stopping by and visiting with me.
Of course.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Good luck tonight. Hope your team wins.
Thanks. Appreciate you.
All right, be back at 1 o'clock or not 1 o'clock. It's 1 o'clock right now. Whatever time it
1:30,
is.
I
We'll be
think.
back
Yes.
talking to
With
Brett
Clark.
Clark. Yep.